Distinguished Senator Aisha Dahiru Bidani, the Chairman, Senate Committee on SDG.
Very distinguished Senate leadership present, my distinguished colleagues, the representatives of the governors, the chairman of the Senate Press Corps, the distinguished members of the Senate Press Corps, honorable ministers, let me specially recognize the Minister of Health, Minister of State Health, distinguished Senator Mamora, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press. I'm most pleased by your kind gesture in giving me 2 separate awards, and of course, there will be several awards for some of my colleagues, distinguished senators, and indeed, some ministers too, and governors as well, who served in the Senate previously. These honors are no doubt encouraging, considering the demanding nature of statecraft, despite a primary commitment to service. As journalists at the heart of reporting the legislature, you are surely in an excellent position to appreciate the enormity of our tasks and how well we are doing to deliver on our mandate. We therefore expect your judgments to be very qualified, which is why I'm gladdened by the recognition given to us all, in addition to those extended to governors who had time to serve, as senators, as well as honorable ministers. While good governance is a work in progress, it requires a painstaking feedback process to appreciate the loopholes and for efforts towards blocking them. These loopholes can be evident through the need to carry our outstanding responsibilities in fulfilling our mandate of legislation, appropriation and oversight, and in ensuring they lead to improved welfare of citizens. This government has long made a commitment to good governance by emphasizing the values of accountability and transparency to minimize or eliminate waste. The National Assembly has since keyed into this plan in line with our legislative agenda and compliant with our individual and collective desires to leave valuable lasting legacies. We have resolved in the Senate to continue on this noble path, not only for the present and the future generations, but to show up our status in the Committee of Nations. We are early in showing our zeal and desire through our attitude to work, resulting in the normalization of the budget cycle to fit into the January to December calendar year. The 9th Senate realized from the beginning that an unpredictable budget sequence was unacceptable for a nation in dire need of development, and we had to correct the anomaly in accordance with our desire and commitment to make the budget work for Nigerians. The restoration of the budget cycle has resulted in increased predictability of our fiscal plans and should continue to boost local and foreign investor confidence. And let me add here that for the first time, probably since the Fourth Republic came into being, the budget of the federal government of Nigeria was implemented 100% in 2020. And of course, it's not difficult to know or reveal the secret behind that performance. In our legislative agenda, the legislative agenda of the Senate, we clearly define the way forward for this budget to be implemented the way it was. Before 2019, the budget cycle of this country, the federal government budget, was unpredictable and therefore very difficult to implement significantly, and also almost impossible for our businesses to plan very well based on the budget cycle. Having worked so hard to pass the budget 2020 in December of 2019, the executive had the opportunity to start implementing the budget from January of 2020. But so much commitment and dedication and patriotism went into passing the budget in December 2019. Distinguished senators and also members of the House of Representatives devoted themselves to work so hard, work around the clock, suspend all travels to ensure that the budget was passed in record time. And I must take this opportunity to commend very distinguished senators for making that happen. And in fact, we repeated the same feat for the 2021 budget. It was passed in December and of course signed also in record time by Mr. President. And if you are looking for what legislature and executive partnership can bring to a nation, look no further than what we have been able to achieve with this budget. Because it took our commitment in the National Assembly and a similar commitment by the executive to ensure that they submitted the appropriation bill in good time. Apparently and obviously, this is now the new norm, that the budget is presented to the National Assembly in September and latest first week of October. This is now our culture, and we can see the benefit and the reward in terms of national development. Distinguished senators and of my colleagues, of course, the journalists, the press corps, you have done so much, so well in this 9th National Assembly, particularly the Senate. In fact, in all my years in the National Assembly, and by June, I'm already 22 years really, because this is June 7th. Our first inauguration was around June 3rd or 4th in 1999. I've never seen or witnessed a very committed, professional, and patriotic press corps like this. Thank you. You have joined with us in this 9th Assembly. You have shown understanding. You have reported very well. And one good turn, they say, deserves another. I want to take this opportunity to announce today that the Senate is going to institute an award or awards for parliamentary reporting in the Senate Press Corps. will set up a panel that will recommend those to be awarded in all categories. These people will be from the Senate itself, from amongst you, probably guilds of editors, and some professional people who are outside of us, but we want to do something that will really show appreciation of what you are doing. Just like you are giving us award, we should also give you award for recognizing your activities. So from 2022, by the grace of God, we'll start to have those awards in media, what print, television, or what do you call it, electronic, and so on and so forth. The professionals will define those areas. But I also want to announce that the Nigerian Institute of Legislative and Democratic Studies, National Institute rather, NILS, will also introduce a program of training in parliamentary reporting for our press corps. Every year from 2022, we'll have nominations of some people amongst you who will benefit from such training. And the idea is simple. We want to enhance that your capacity, your competence and capabilities, so that when you report, you continue to educate Nigerians on what the National Assembly does or what is expected of the National Assembly. You are doing very well, but you know the legislature in Nigeria is simply not getting it right in terms of popularity with the citizens. The task is for us, legislators, to inform Nigerians of what you do. But you can do that even better because you are journalists and your media houses are there for people to listen to, and we believe that this is going to be a win-win for both the Senate Press Corps or the National Assembly, Senate and House Press Corps, and of course the members of the National Assembly as well. And indeed, an effort to make democracy entrenched in our country. So we have two things: the awards coming from 2022, and the training will also commence from 2022 by the grace of God. Finally, I want to appreciate the awards given to us, but the one that is given to me is not mine. When you talk about parliamentary leadership, one of the awards, leadership can only perform when it is supported by the people it leads. If you look at this table, the high table, you see array of leaders. Some are principal officers of the Senate, official tagged. Some are not principal officers, but they are leaders in their own right, and they have been helping the Senate to work so hard and achieve whatever stability that we have been able to achieve today in the Senate. So this recognition is for the entire Senate. Secondly, when you talk about the budget cycle that we have changed, the budget cycle, of course, cannot be decided by leadership of the Senate, not even the Senate itself, but a work that has to be done between the Senate and the House of Representatives. So this award is an award that I will take on behalf of both the Senate and the House of Representatives, and I want to assure you that these two awards, in addition to those that will be given to some of our colleagues, will only add to our determination and zeal to do what is right for Nigeria. We swore an oath that we will serve this country. We remain committed to our oath, and in fact we said this Senate, this 9th Senate, will be a 9th or Senate that will work for Nigerians. We have remained committed to that, and we have been serving Nigerians. Regardless of whatever someone else will say, we know that we are doing what is right for this country. Before I conclude, let me say that we are at the verge of amending the Constitution. Nigerians have gone to all the centers to present their memos, their views. I will urge, like I did some 2-3 days ago, that we should build consensus on issues we feel very strongly about. Talk to others if you feel very strongly about an issue. It is when we are able to achieve consensus on major issues that it will be easier for the National Assembly to pass the amendment for such issues to be altered. And it is also through consensus that we could get 24 State House of Assembly out of the 36 to accept whatever it is that we feel very strongly about. And of course, we are faced with so much challenges, especially the insecurity. We are doing everything possible. In the Senate, there will hardly be a day that will pass without the Senate talking about one incident of insecurity or the other. We are committed to working with the executive arm of government to ensure that the situation in this country changes for the better, that our armed forces and other security agencies are given the necessary funds and resources to work hard to turn around the current trend. Thank you. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Permit me, Your Excellency, to also recognize of the Executive Governor of Bayelsa State, Governor Duoye Diri. I'd like us to please welcome him with a very resounding applause. We thank you. Inland Basin Production Sharing Contracts Act, Cap 3D, D3L Law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 2004, Amended Bill 2009, which was specifically geared towards increasing collectible revenues from proceeds of crude sales. This is aside numerous other development focused legislation targeted at boosting the national economy, like the Public Procurement 2007 Amended Bill 2. Senator Lawan's leadership of the Senate within the last 2 years, and by extension that of the National Assembly, has projected the legislative arm of government in Nigeria as the stabilizing factor required in governance at the center, and has been the face of working democracy as against the rancorous and antagonistic one which characterized our polity in the recent past.
Stand up,
Just before then, bring it down. Don't play yet. To do us the honor of presenting these awards to the number 3 citizen is none other than the Executive Governor of Bayelsa State, Governor Duoye Diri. Please a round of applause for him as he makes this presentation. 2 distinct awards for the President of the Senate. Please drop it for the Governor and leave that stage, because these pictures are very important.
now it's just who wants it most. It's just like that. Stand up for the champions, stand up.
Bring it down. Thank you. Not yet.
Your Excellency, the President of the Nigerian Senate, may I, on behalf of the press corps of the Senate, present this award to you as a distinguished leader for good governance on this day, Monday, June 7, 2021.
A round of applause, please.
Stand up for the champion.
That is the first award. The second is coming. Please drop it. What's the second award? Okay, please be seated, sir. Thank you. Can we please have a one round of applause for His Excellency? We will also crave on your indulgence to please
Champion, stand up.
wait with your stand up.
Again, may I, on behalf of the Senate Press Corps, that has conferred this award on you, Your Excellency, Senator Ahmad Lawan, on budget cycle restoration. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
For the champions, stand up. Stand
Thank you very much.